Hi, David Grieve here. I want to ask you a question today. What have you done today to help somebody who's less fortunate than you? And the reason I ask you this is because I've just recently came out of a 30-day challenge where the purpose of the challenge was to help other people in any way without them knowing or have the ability to pay you back. And for me, taking a stand for others and helping others has always been a natural desire for me. But more recently, it's become a more intentional activity and an intentional habit to be like that with other people. So there's many different ways that you can help other people. But what is highly recommended by most successful people in most literature, most videos, most seminars is just look around your environment. You don't have to look far. Whether it's at home, whether it's on the street, whether it's in the shopping mall, whether it's in your office, you will find someone that you can identify that is less fortunate than you. Now, take the street for instance. Nowadays there's many homeless people. There's elderly people walking around carrying bags. There's women with babies struggling to get up and down curbs or in and out of cars. There's so many different situations that you can offer just a little tiny bit of help that makes a massive impact on people's time and day. I had a recent incident in Baku. Here I'm in Azerbaijan, and I was with some colleagues. We went to downtown offices to have some meetings, and afterwards we went for a coffee. So when we came outside from having the coffee, I was with some local colleagues. There was an elderly gentleman. Now I don't speak Azerbaijani, but I do speak a little bit of Russian, and it's quite similar in some context. So the guy was obviously asking for some money, and I had some small change. It was enough to buy a coffee or a small sandwich or something, but I just reached in my pocket and gave him the money. And the conversation was very interesting after with my local colleague. So my colleague first of all tried to stop me giving the man the money, and I refused and gave the man the money. So afterwards he challenged me. He says, you know, this guy, there's many other things. If you want to give money, you can give money, and we know where the money's going. And I said, yeah, I understand this, but the man is standing, he's clearly homeless, he looks hungry, he looks tired, and it's some small change that will maybe help him get through the day with some replenishment or some liquid or whatever. And he said, yeah, but you don't know what the guy will spend the money on. And this is a conversation I've had many times before. So I said, well, of course I don't know what he's going to spend the money on. He said, so you should never give. I never give. I said, but if you want to help and you're so concerned about what he spends the money on, then what we should do is we should go in the shop and we should buy a coffee and sandwich and give it to the guy. I said, now the guy has a choice on what he spends the money on. If he decides to spend it on alcohol, I don't necessarily agree, but it's his individual choice to go and do that. What I'm merely doing is trying to help the man. My intentions are that he will get some food or get some coffee or tea or water or whatever it is. But the decision is then on him to make that final decision. And the conversation with my colleague went on for some time, and we spoke about charity, and we spoke about attitude, and we spoke about, you know, why you have a desire to help and certain things. And what really came out of all this for me when we talk about how we can help others, there's so many different ways. But one of the key ways for me is to be an example. Show up every day. Be consistent. Be human. Be caring. Be attentive. Be open. And just be an example for other people. Because it is proven time and time to me in my different environments that I've been in, that if you are consistently showing up with purpose, with intention, with love, with empathy, you have the ability to influence your whole environment around you. Now, it may not be immediate, it might not be visible within a day, But through a relatively short space of time, you will start to see evidence that your presence and what you're putting out around you is starting to grow, is starting to have an impact, and you start to see people behaving in different ways for the better. And that is called influence. Be influential, be intentional, be caring, be loving, be charitable, and we will slowly make this world a better place. I hope this serves you today. I'm going to say bye for now, and as always, reach out to your loved ones, let them know how much you love and care. See you in the next video.